Hello everyone, welcome to your November 2016 love readings. If you enjoy love readings, make sure to watch my general love readings posted every Wednesday. Also join me on Facebook. I pull 3 tarot cards every day along with a card from the Romance Angels and 1 card from the Archangel Raphael deck for a health message. If you would like a personal reading, I will leave a link down below. Now enjoy the readings. Hi Libra, welcome to your love reading for November 2016. This month we are working with 2 decks again, so let's go ahead and begin. This is going to be for confirmation, so we will get to this in a minute. But first, let's get 9 cards from this deck. This is the love reading for the sign of Libra for November 2016. What messages are there for the sign of Libra? The first card that you have is the King of Pentacles. The High Priestess. The Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Two of Pentacles, Chariot, Judgment, Five of Pentacles, and the final card is the Two of Swords. And the card at the bottom of the deck is going to represent the main energy around your love life. And you have the Tower. So the Tower can represent a sudden change in your circumstances, a sudden change in your love life, shocking news, shocking revelations coming to light, everything kind of sometimes just changing. To me, the Tower, it can be an energy that can be unpleasant, but only if you're not willing to accept change. Okay, so let's get into the reading and then see how this ties in with the main energy. One thing that I'm looking at here is a synchronicity that has been coming up in the weekly readings if you watch them. And we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Now I've mentioned this in my weekly readings that when I see a king and a queen, it's, you know, it's the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, or the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, I feel like this is like 2 people that belong together. And this is being really emphasized by having the High Priestess right in the middle, because the High Priestess is spirit. It's a highly spiritual card, and it represents intuition, and it represents your angels, your guides, God, spirituality. It's like 2 people are meant to be together, is what I'm getting from this reading. And I feel, I guess, circumstances for everyone are going to be different because this is a general reading. I am going to get additional confirmation from both decks. But I see 2 people that belong together. And I feel like for some of you, like you're being kept apart for kind of reasons maybe that you don't understand. Or maybe one partner understands and the other one doesn't understand yet. Spirit is right in the middle of a relationship. For some of you, it could also be that you're going through a rough patch with your partner, and Spirit is right in the middle of this situation, this challenge, helping you to resolve this. And I feel like whatever happens between this King and this Queen is guided by Spirit. They're trying to bring about some type of big change. And to me, when the Tower comes up, like you've been given a chance by Spirit to make a change in your life. You've been shown all the signs. I mean, especially with the High Priestess here, you've been shown all the signs. Your feelings have been speaking to you. But sometimes this is like the hand of God, like saying this is how things should be. And I feel like this King and this Queen, 2 people that belong together, are being guided to each other. So for some of you, you may actually be with this partner already, and things are kind of working out in your favor so that you can stay together as a couple. If you really feel like you're in a difficult relationship and you're trying to find a way out, I feel like either the king or the queen represents the person that you're really supposed to be with. And this, I feel like for you, this is the hand of God. And I don't always get that from this card. This is something that I'm getting. The hand of God is really kind of applying to your love life. Spirit is right in the middle of your situation to make sure that you end up with the person that you're meant to be with. Okay, so let's also kind of read these as the energies. The King of Pentacles, this could be someone who is an earth sign, male or female. And then you have the Queen, could also be male or female. To people who are an earth sign, but the King of Pentacles, this represents someone who is grounded, someone who is financially stable, maybe somebody that's interested a little too material. The King and the Queen are very similar, a little too material, maybe concerned too much with money and assets. And I feel like this is exactly what you should not be doing. The Queen of Pentacles is very similar. She loves beautiful things. She loves money. She's very good with money and making money, managing her money. And she loves beautiful things. But she's also a very good mother and a very good nurturer. And like I said, we have this energy of spirit right in the middle. This is spirit, this is intuition, synchronicities, signs. And so I feel like the main message that I'm getting from these three cards is that to people that belong together, spirit is helping you to find each other, or for some of you to work things out. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Cups. To me, the Knight of Cups represents, somebody like a knight in shining armor, somebody coming to sweep you off your feet, male or female. This is somebody that's offering you something, offering you love, offering you companionship, offering you a date, marriage. This is an offering of love. But I feel like this is going to be up to you. This is love, and this is a big change in your life. We have a major arcana, we have the Chariot. So the Chariot represents movement, positive movement in your love life. This represents sometimes travel, but it represents just kind of changes that have happened because of your persistence and your determination. This is change that you set in motion. And I guess this could also be tied in with the Tower. Sometimes the hand of God works through your own decisions. And for some of you, I'm getting that because we have the Two of Pentacles right in the middle. The Two of Pentacles, to me, most of the time it represents having to choose between two things, two people. It also represents scattered energy, like something is not stable, something is not on solid footing when the Two of Pentacles comes up. I'm looking at the reading like this, and you have Spirit, the High Priestess. You have something like where you have to decide between possibly two people in the month of November. Or you have to admit that maybe the situation with the King and the Queen is not as stable as you thought. And this energy of the Five of Pentacles, which I'm going to get to in a minute, but this represents kind of loneliness, not belonging. And I feel like there could be a choice that you have to make in November so that you end up with the partner that you're being guided to. But this is all going to be up to you with the Chariot. Like I said, this is a victory card, but this just means that you took responsibility. The Chariot is all about victory, but it just means it is a hard-earned victory. You've been patient, you've been determined, and you've taken action. So I feel like there's something that you have to do, and this could be deciding between two people or two outcomes, or finally deciding to bring more stability to your relationship. I mean, I see love here. There's obviously two people that belong together, and some type of offering. This could also just be a change in your circumstances. The Knights represent change and movement, so this would be a big change in your love life. But this is going to require some type of choice, deciding, do I want to stay with this person? Do I have everything that I want? Do they represent everything that I want? Or do I feel like I could do better? Like I said, for some of you, maybe you're already with the right partner. That's only something that you would know if you truly feel content and satisfied. So for some of you, this is just kind of bringing up issues, making a choice to open up that can of worms. For those of you that maybe you feel you don't have a sense of stability in your relationship, this could be bringing up, issues that you're having. this is kind of telling you that love is here. Love remains, even if you're having problems. But there has to be a change. There has to be movement in your relationship. So down here, we have Judgment. To me, Judgment represents a new beginning. It's a major arcana. This is giving you a chance to start over. So I feel like for those of you where maybe you're not getting along, maybe you're not getting along with your partner, because I do see the Five of Pentacles here, which to me, this card represents loneliness, isolation. It represents feeling like you don't belong, feeling like an outsider, which should never happen in a relationship. For some of you, you have a chance to get your relationship back on track with Judgment here, to start over, a second chance to be together, to be happy. But this, again, you have another 2 over here. You have a difficult decision to make with the 2 of Swords. To me, this is always like Spirit corners you and says, decide. Decide. What is it that you're going to do? What is it that you want? And you have 2 of them here. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. You have to decide. And I feel like what you're deciding is, the second chance. Are you going to have a second chance with the partner that you're currently with? Or are you freeing yourself to have a second chance with the person that Spirit is trying to bring you together with? This is going to be different for everyone, but I definitely get the message from these cards with Spirit right in the middle of the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, that Spirit is trying to bring 2 people together that just belong together. And from what I see down here, I feel like I'm hearing that they don't understand. For some of you, like if you keep trying to heal a relationship and fix it, and it just, like everything that you do, it just doesn't seem to work. This could be the hand of God. That's the energy of the Tower. Your life being turned upside down, like everything kind of crumbling, so that you can end up with, with the person that you're meant to be with. And this could be a very difficult decision for you to make, to move in a different direction. This won't apply to everyone, but I feel like that energy is strong in this reading. Somebody, with the Five of Pentacles here, somebody is feeling isolated and lonely, feeling like they don't really, you don't feel like you and your partner are on the same page anymore. Like something has changed, and emotionally, you don't feel like they give you everything that you deserve. And Spirit is telling you that you're allowed to have a new beginning, a second chance to be happy. And for some of you, this could be with the same partner, but for others, it might be with somebody completely different. Okay, let me get some confirmation from this deck for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Libra? You have the Hangman. The Wheel of Fortune. And 7 of Cups. Okay, interesting. So you have 2 major arcanas. I pulled an additional two major arcanas for you, and the Hangman. This is the energy of being stuck, being in limbo, not being able to see things as they really are. And I was hearing from my guides, they don't understand, or something that you don't understand. The Hangman is just, he's hanging because he doesn't see things the way that he needs to be seeing them, so he's stuck. This is also an energy of being stuck here. You're stuck because you have to make a decision that you don't want to make. You don't want to see something. You don't even want to think about it. You don't want to talk about it. And the Hangman is telling you there has to be some type of change to set you free. Otherwise, you're stuck in your situation. And it's interesting that the Hangman came up here with the King and the Queen of Pentacles with Spirit. It's like Spirit is coming in to rescue you from this energy of being stuck, of instability, which I was getting from the Two of Pentacles. You also have this message from the Wheel of Fortune, a major arcana, that's telling you that it's a time to celebrate, because it's your time to be happy. It's your time to be on top. This is an energy of change for the better. So anything that changes for you in the month of November, they're actually freeing you to be with the person that you're meant to be with. And for some of you, a lot of issues may come up in November, but I feel like this is, and not everyone's breaking up, but I feel like if issues come up, they're freeing you. Maybe there's some baggage that needs to be let go of. I definitely feel like this is the hand of God in your relationship, showing you where you belong. Again, this is like really strong in this reading. But I see, here the Seven of Cups, that you're confused. The Seven of Cups to me, it represents being emotionally overwhelmed, being unable to decide. When you have this energy right here telling you you have to decide. The Queen, sorry, not the Queen, the Two of Swords, this is like, you know, choosing between two things, making a decision where you're torn. You cannot decide. And this is shown up 2 times. These energies are almost identical. There's so much emotion inside of you where you can't decide, you can't see things clearly, and the Spirit is screaming, decide. You have to decide. And like I said, this is down here with this energy of feeling lonely and just like, you know, we're not on the same page. Like, I don't belong here. But you're being given a second chance to be happy. You're being given a second chance to start over. This is rising from the ashes. Like I said, this feels like, to me, like the hand of God. Okay, so let me get some more confirmation from this deck. What additional confirmation is there for the sign of Libra? You have the Ace of Pentacles, so it's another new beginning. The Seven of Cups has shown up again. Okay, that's always interesting when they come up again from a different deck. And the Two of Wands. So now you have a lot of twos in this reading. At the bottom of this deck, you have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is victory. It's a victory. And so I feel like whatever it is that happens for you in the month of November, remember that whatever it is that's going on is for your highest good. This is helping. This is bringing you closer to your victory. You have the Ace of Pentacles. To me, this is a new beginning. This is kind of like unexpected blessings showing up at your front door. This is just kind of happiness and love. This is a love reading, so this would be, you know, a second chance with someone that you love, or a second chance at love. This is a new beginning, new happiness coming in for you. And for some of you, it could be, you know, a new relationship, and it is next to this King of Pentacles, which, like I said, could be male or female. It's time for this King of Pentacles to have a new beginning, to have, you know, a sense of happiness, which I honestly, like, I don't see that here. I feel like someone feels lonely, they feel like left out, they're torn over a decision, confused, so many emotions going on. And the Seven of Cups repeated. Seven of Cups repeated. So it's always important when a card shows up from 2 different decks. This is basically like the most important message for you in this reading. When they come up 2 times, or sometimes more than that, which happens occasionally, this is like a message that Spirit is screaming at you. And they're screaming at you that you're confused, you're not seeing things clearly. I was already getting that from the Hangman, because this is, you know, you being stuck, you being in limbo because you need to change your perspective. I feel like here you don't, that's what my guides are saying, they don't understand. You're torn over a decision, or you will be torn. This is a lot of, you're highly emotional right now, which, you know, I feel like this is definitely Spirit. This is Spirit, this is the hand of God kind of showing you the way. And then you have the Two of Wands. So, remember I said, to me, I feel like the twos are like, and you have 3 twos. You have the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. The twos represent choosing, decide. 2 things, 2 people. But this card also represents waiting. Waiting. I feel like what you're waiting for is right next to it. A second chance. It's going to be up to you what happens in November. I feel like you have to make a decision that you've been putting off, that you have not wanted to make. Because I see decisions like all over this reading, like basically all over this reading, and all these twos, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, decisions, and 7 of Cups, 2 times, decisions. But again, it's like you're not making, and I feel like you're not just putting off this decision because you're being selfish. It's not that you're being selfish, or it's not that you're not paying attention, or it's just like, it's not that you don't care. I feel like you're making some type of really, really difficult decision. And I feel like this might be something that's not just going on in November. I feel like this may have been playing out throughout October, if not longer. I feel like you've been thinking about something for a long time. And for some of you, it might be that you're just confused about your love life with the Seven of Cups here 2 times. It could be that you're unable to decide as far as your love life, what you want to do, if you want to date, if you want to stay single. I feel like you have to make that decision because this is a chance for a new beginning. You don't have to feel lonely. You don't have to feel isolated. You don't have to feel left out. You don't have to feel like you don't fit in anywhere. This is kind of like a loner energy. You don't have to feel that way. You can set yourself free. The new beginning is here, but this comes with an extremely difficult decision that I feel like that you know that you have to do, but you've been putting this off. And you putting this off just leads to more confusion. Eventually, you're going to have to choose. Okay, Libra, this has been your love reading for the month of November 2016. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.